so repetitive reactions, repetitive demands, repetitive pursuits, same thing being repeated year after year, thousands of years. My country and your country, I'll kill you, you kill me, you follow. The whole thing is mechanical. Now, that means the mind can never be free. Thought is never free. Thought is always old. There is no new thought.
Well, no, it's very curious in relation to a movement within the field of religion that calls itself, or did call itself, New Thought. Yes, I was laughing at the irony of it. Yes, goodness me. Some persons, I imagine, would object to the notion that we don't learn from experience in terms of the succession of wars, because wars tend to happen sequentially, generation to generation, and you have to grow up. But that's not true, because wars, more than one war, will happen very often in the same generation. And there hasn't been anything learned.
About? 2 wars.
Yes, hasn't been anything learned at all. At all. It's a terrifying thing to hear someone just come out and say, nobody learns anything from experience.
No, the word experience also means to go through.
Yes, yes.
But you never go through.
That's exactly right.
You always stop in the middle. Or you never begin.
Right. It means, if I'm remembering correctly, in terms of its radical root, means to test, to put to test, to put a thing to the test and behave correctly while that's going on. You simply have to see. You just have to look, don't you?
Of course.
Yes.
So that comes. So, as our civilization, our culture, our education has brought about a mind that is that's becoming more and more mechanical, and therefore time-binding, and therefore never sense of freedom. Freedom then becomes an idea. You play around philosophically, but it's no meaning. But a man who says, now, I want to find out. I want to really go into this and discover if there is freedom. Then he has to understand the limits of knowledge. Where knowledge ends, or rather, the ending of knowledge and the beginning of something totally new. I don't know if I'm conveying anything.
You are. Oh, yes. Yes.
That is, what is learning? If it is not mechanical, then what is learning? Is there a learning at all? Learning about what? I learn how to go to the moon, how to put up this, that, and drive, and so on. In that field, there is only learning. Is there any learning in any other field? Psychologically, spiritually. Can I learn? Can the mind learn about what they call God?
If in learning, in the sense that you have asked this question, no, I must rephrase that. Now, stop this ifing. When one does what I'm about to say, when one learns about God or going to the moon, in terms of the question you've asked, he can't be doing what you are pointing to if this is something added on to the list.
Sir, look,
yes,
of
course.
So clear.
Yes, it is.
I learn a language. Ride a bicycle, drive a car, put a machine together. That's essential. Now, I want to learn about God. Just listen to me. The God is my making. God hasn't made me in his image. I have made him in my image. Now, and I'm going to learn about him.
Yes,
You
I'm
follow?
going to talk to myself.
Learn about the image which I have built. About Christ, Buddha, whatever it is. The image I have built. So I'm learning what?
To talk about talk. Yes,
Learning about the image which I have built.
that's right.
Therefore, is there any other kind of learning except mechanical learning? I don't know if
Well,
you
no.
understand my
yes,
question?
yes, I do. Yes, I do. I certainly do.
So, there is only learning the mechanical process of life. There is no other learning.
Yes.
And see what that means, sir.
Means freedom.
I can learn about myself. Myself is known. I mean, known in the sense, I may not know it, but I can know by looking at myself, I can know myself. So, the myself is the accumulated knowledge of the past. The me who says, I'm greedy, I'm envy, I'm successful, I'm frightened, I'm betrayed, I regret. All that is the me. Including the soul which I have invented in the me. Oh, the Brahman, the Atman, it's all me still. The me has created the image of God. And I'm going to learn about God, which is no meaning. So, if there is, now I'm going to use the word if there is no other learning, what takes place? You understand? I employ, the mind is used in the acquisition of knowledge in matter. We'll put it differently. In mechanical things. And when the mind is employed there, is there any other processes of learning? Which means psychologically, inwardly. Is there? The inward is the invention of thought as opposed to the outer. I don't know. If I have understood the outer, I have understood the inner. Because the inner has created the outer. Yeah, the outer in the sense of the structure, the society, the religious sanctions, all that is invented or put together by thought. The Jesuses, the Christ, the Buddhas, all that. And what is there to learn?
In listening to you,
See the beauty of what's
yes.
coming out
Oh,
of it.
yes. Goes back to your remark about Vedanta as the end of knowledge.
That's what I was told.
Yes. The interesting thing to me about the Sanskrit construction is that, unless I'm mistaken, it doesn't mean the end of it as a terminus, as a term, because that would simply start a new series. It's the consummation of it, which is the total end, in the sense that a totally new beginning is made at that very point.
That means, sir, I know, the mind knows the activity of the known.
That's right. Yes. That's the consummation of knowledge. Yes.
Of knowledge.
Yes.
Now, what is the state of the mind that is free from that and yet functions in knowledge?
And yet functions in it.